We're answering your questions from this Ask Me Anything sermon series we call Honest Answers to Honest Questions. And somebody asked a multifaceted question kind of around the same topic. They said, is sexual reassignment surgery a sin? What about rhinoplasty or botox? And basically significantly changing the person or the body that you were born with. Well, my answer to the second part of that question, Botox, rhinoplasty, that answer is a little bit easier. It's actually not easier or harder. It's just a shorter answer than the first part of the question. I don't believe it's a sin. I certainly hope it's not a sin to have rhinoplasty because I have rhinoplasty. In fact, I was so severely injured on a parachute jump that the United States Army had to literally put my nose back together, send me to see a plastic surgeon who radically reshaped the Frankenstein scar that was on my nose. Now, did I do that because I wasn't satisfied with the nose God gave me? No, I did that because my nose was almost detached from my face, quite literally. And when they reattached it after it grew back together, there was a huge Frankenstein scar across my face. Can you see that scar now? Well, it's gone because a plastic surgeon did rhinoplasty on me. Surgery on my nose. That's what rhinoplasty is. Was that a sin? I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But there are people that are just not satisfied. If I put a little bit more emphasis here or a little bit of surgery there, maybe my face would be more beautiful. Maybe my arms, my body would be more beautiful. And they would be more satisfied with themselves in the mirror if they did a little bit of surgery. Is that a sin? Probably not. But notice I said probably because there are some people that could care less what God thinks, what anybody else thinks. They're so narcissistic, so concerned with the way that they look that the only thing that they worship, let's just be honest, is how they look. In that case, the surgery itself is not a sin. It's the self-worship that's the sin that led to the surgery. But the more challenging question, not actually more challenging, but the question that deserves a little bit more time is, well, what about sexual reassignment surgery? And this one, I think, is a problem. And the problem is that if you were born with one kind of gender and you decide personally, I don't like that gender that I was born with, I want to be another gender, I'm going to physically change my gender by going through hormone therapy and some kind of radical surgery, then I think you are playing God, you have taken the role of God, and now the sin is not so much physical in your body, you've just broken the first commandment. You've just had another God before the Lord God, your creator, and that other God is you. That sin, by the way, is perhaps the most prevalent sin in the history of the human race. Taking the place of God, making decisions that only God should make. But I do want to allow, and I want you to stay with me for this part of the video. I do believe there are circumstances where somebody is born with both female and male sexual organs. In that case, I believe there's absolutely nothing wrong. I don't think it dishonors God in any way, shape, or fashion for that person to go ahead and assume one sexual identity because they were born with both sets of sexual organs. In those cases, by all means, have the surgery. By all means, choose the gender that you think is most dominant or most expressive in your body and in your heart and in your emotions. And I don't think that there's any issue spiritually with this. But those circumstances are extremely rare. I just want to leave the door open for that one. So you asked an honest question. Here's my honest answer.